This video doesn't even deserve an introduction, because we're so upset right now.
That's right, Jeff. The goddamn fucking fascist United States of goddamn fucking America. There's nothing here but Nazi-sympathizing women hating incels like that scumbag MGTOW incel JD Miles. MGTOW terroristic incels and Russian hackers have interfered with the elections.
That's totally right, babe, and I do not approve.
There's no way this was done fair and square, especially with the huge Hispanic and Muslim demographic shift in America that the Nazi and MGTOW sympathizer Trump has been racist and discriminating towards.
Women have been oppressed for 3 million years, and you have MGTOW incels like the currently locked up MGTOW convict Mickey Gibson and that violent Nazi sympathizer JD Miles trivializing that. I will not be surprised to see Trump reversing all abortion laws and completely wrecking all the small steps us feminists have made to a truly equal society.
Yeah, this is clearly a disaster. You have MGTOW incel terrorists like Tony Marquez LARPing as Mickey Gibson trivializing the oppression of women. These MGTOW incel terrorists have no empathy for the innocent and the downtrodden. If the roles were reversed, we all know the MGTOW incels hypocrites would be crying that they suffered more than Jesus up on that cross. They're hypocrites and psychopaths with no empathy. They must be stopped.
Yeah, MGTOW incels with this terrible development with the election still have to be stopped. We still have the ADL and SPLC at our disposal, not to mention CIA agent Kevin. The Nazi and MGTOW sympathizer Trump can't take that away from us.
JD Miles is clearly trying to emulate his hero Kanye West. Both are Hitler-loving Trump supporters.
And just to clarify, Kanye West is not at all poor and broke, and can actually score beautiful women on the regular, unlike the MGTOW incel social rejects that no woman wants. So obviously Kanye West isn't a MGTOW incel like JD Miles. MGTOW incels don't even have $2 to their name. MGTOW incels such as JD Miles are all broke losers on the welfare system. And what really is a tragedy, besides the MGTOW crashing into my car almost killing me, and the Nazi sympathizer Donald Trump being unfairly elected because of Russia's interference, this year has been a really good one, because CIA agent Kevin, with the help of his law enforcement friends, apprehended the disgusting and feral MGTOW incel terrorist Mickey Gibson in June.
And before that loser Tony Marquez gaslights again, it was law enforcement with the aid of the CIA who apprehended Gibson. I'm getting sick of Tony lying and gaslighting and making up things we've never said. We always stated that law enforcement work with the CIA. We never said CIA or law enforcement. Law enforcement and the CIA are both two separate entities that work together. The CIA do the investigation while law enforcement apprehend the criminals, so quit gaslighting Tony when you lie about our statements. We never said CIA work autonomously as law enforcement. It's the law enforcement who aid the CIA, so no one is falling for your bullshit.
Yeah, I'm tired too of that drug addict Tony Marquez twisting our statements. He's not fooling anybody.
Yeah, and did you hear Tony Marquez's latest video LARPing as the MGTOW incel convict Mickey Gibson? Tony Marquez's voice changer was so robotic and broken, Tony didn't even try to smooth out the edits. I think Sienna must be getting hooked up with some hard drugs from Tony Marquez. Why else would she put up with that scumbag, narcissistic woman hater Tony Marquez bossing her around? And Tony Marquez should be decked in the eye for verbally abusing me. Like when that psycho incel MGTOW Mickey Gibson tried to attempt to murder a charitable guy with a flammable cigarette. They gave Gibson a well-deserved black eye as self-defense for Gibson's attempted murder. Oh yeah. Tony, I'm sure since Gibson failed to kill the charitable guy, you would bullshit us Gibson wasn't trying to burn alive somebody with their own cigarette they got for free. Cigarettes are flammable. So don't lie to us, Tony.
And fictionalized cover stories can be influenced by real-life events. Tony is lying that fictional stories can never be influenced by true events. That's obviously Tony trying to gaslight for Mickey Gibson trying to burn alive an innocent charitable guy who gave Gibson a free cigarette. Since Gibson is a psychopathic criminal, Gibson thinks 17-year-olds who pretend they're on the spectrum somehow are above the law. 17-year-olds can be tried as adults for attempted murder and sent to maximum security prison. Austin Bailey, a 17-year-old MGTOW incel, tried to attempt to murder a girl who rejected him. He got 16 years in prison. Him being 17 didn't stop him from going to prison for over a decade for attempted murder. And even if they're autistic, no autistic person is above the law. Obviously, Tony is a brainlet ignoring the Robert Robertson case, an autistic MGTOW man who is on death row, and deservedly so.
Yeah, Gibson is a psycho who thought he was above the law. He expected permissiveness while he got a well-deserved black eye, his teeth knocked out, and is getting rammed in the cornhole in a federal detention center, and I would say deservedly so.